my understanding is that this would be a major change in policy and instructing private employers that they have to allow guns onto their premises, correct?
Yes, this has happened at several states in the past few years, and those that want this to amend it are pretty much agreed it's going to happen here.
So a small business owner like my dad in Jacksonville, or our law firm here, if we don't want guns on the premises, under your bill, there'd be no way to stop that. They could bring them if they were concealed carry home.
Correct, if they left them stored in their vehicle.
And it was my understanding, I guess, that Senator Hickey's bill required them to be left in a lockbox, but yours does not unless it is for children or disabled adults, the businesses. Is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you, Senator. No further questions at this time.
Senator Clark, I want to just visit with you a little bit. I'm in the hotel business and lodge rental property business, and we have guns on our property all the time. Matter of fact, never felt safer. As a person that believes in the Second Amendment, I have great concerns about property rights and my ability to tell people or to hire people that will do what I ask them to do if they want the job. So my concern, and I know this did not come out of committee before a couple of years ago, my concern is telling a property owner what they can and can't do on that property, because an employee can decide whether or not they want to work for that employer when they're hired. So if there's a contract between the person that works there and the employer when they're hired that they are not going to have a gun on their property, isn't that just contractual between them? Because that's up to them. Because the person could get fired if they don't do what they've asked them to do, that employee, when they work there. And so I guess what I'm saying is, as an employer or as a property owner, I want to maintain the rights of what can happen on my property. And I love people with guns. Like I said, I feel safe with them. We have hunters there a lot. I mean, I've never shied away from anyone that had a gun on that property. But I do have a problem telling a landowner or a business owner or anyone else what they can and can't do on their property. And so I do have a little bit of a problem with that. And how do you keep an employer from firing someone at that point when they can fire them if they don't want to abide by not bringing a weapon or a gun on the property? Why can't a person just drive to and from work, and unless there's someone searching their vehicle, why is there an issue?
Senator Collins Smith, those are all legitimate arguments. This is not 100-0. You have a parking lot, and you have private property, and you have Second Amendment. You have two conflicting issues. The biggest thing
but Senator, we don't have a conflict though with person's private property and who enters and who doesn't.
Right.
They don't have to work there.
The biggest issue is that people don't want to be outlaws. We have the same thing on campus. People already carry. They just don't want it to be illegal. And same reason we passed 746. I always carried a gun in my car. I just didn't want to be illegal when I was doing it. I like to obey the law. So this is simply making legal what people are already doing. To follow up on what you just said, is that they're able to carry that vehicle. They shouldn't have to be disarmed. And it is true in a small business like mine, etc., that if someone thought that was an unreasonable restriction, they could go work for Lowe's or Home Depot instead of for me. But we have areas where we have large employers where it's the company. I bought from lumber mills down in South Arkansas, a big part of my life, and it's a company store. If you live in that area, you work. That's one of the few jobs there are available. And so when you have that restriction, you can't just go down the road and go to work somewhere else. So that's really the two answers to your question.
And one thing I'd like to clarify on something you said though,